By 11, temperatures dipped into the low 60s at Briar Bottom, sending more campers to their tents and sleeping bags. Heavy dew covered the ground, and anyone who strayed from the fire could see their breath in the thick, humid air. Filmy clouds drifted across a half moon. Stan Altland left the van and found a place to stretch out under a small tree. Kim Burns decided to join him, at least for a while if the bugs were not too bad. Phil Loki walked out to his car to retrieve his bedroll. 8 or 9 others lingered around the campfire. They had turned off the music and were talking quietly, sipping beer and smoking cigarettes. Sue Cello was still there, along with David Satterwhite and his dog. Donald Porter, whom everyone called Poonie, was at the fire pit too. A 26-year-old Vietnam veteran recently turned beach hippie. He was a regular at bungalow parties. With his long hair pulled into a ponytail that stretched well down his back, Poonie was the likable old man of the group. Just as a few of those at the fire began to doze, 2 of the girls glimpsed some flickering lights on the other side of the river, near the ford. Headlights from vehicles on the access road? Maybe some late-arriving campers looking for a site. They would have fun negotiating that rocky stream bed in the dark. Max Johnson was too sleepy to care. Returning from the night hike, he spread his sleeping bag on the ground and crawled inside. Somewhere nearby, Kevin Shea, still in search of venomous reptiles, howled like a wolf. As Phil Loki walked back from his car, he saw 2 pickup trucks with their headlights off drive quickly across the river and pull into the parking area. 7 men jumped out. Even in the dark, Phil could tell they were heavily armed. They moved through the trees like a SWAT team, and he heard them racking shotguns as they advanced on the Clearwater campsite. What the hell? For a second, Loki thought maybe he should make a break for it, just run as fast as he could into the forest, but he could not make himself move. At the campfire, Satterwhite's dog growled, waking its sleeping owner. Without warning, 5 of the armed men came out of the woods and surrounded the group at the fire pit. Caught completely off guard, the half-inebriated, half-stoned, drowsy campers tried to make sense of the abrupt turn of events. It seemed crazy, dreamlike, surreal. The men looked to be in their 30s or 40s, with short hair, dressed mostly in civilian clothes. One, who wore yellowish-brown attire, appeared to be in charge. He mumbled something like, "What's the problem?" or "Do you have a problem?" or "What's the trouble here?" No one could be sure exactly what he said, but one thing was certain. The men all had pistols, and 3 of them wielded short-barreled 12-gauge shotguns.